Vital Ground has been for us a kind of a new organization, new kid on the block, so to speak, because we had quite a lot of stuff going on here, and we were working a lot of ways to try to capture all we could of the good key habitats in the valley and get them under conservation easements of some kind, so at least in conservation ownership, so that people would recognize the values of grizzlies and a lot of all other non-commercial sort of values. So we worked in that. When we came here, I had left the Forest Service, retired from the Forest Service, and came up here, which was much harder work than with the Forest Service, actually. So we just kind of plowed back into things here and started to work the land. But I spent my whole life trying to understand land and take care of it, and sustainability, sustainability and holistic view of that, and that's what I like to do, and I'm still doing it. I'll tell you a little about that after we talk a little more about this. But here, we were going along with the Plum Creek land disbursement, all that sales, trying to get pick up all the land we could, and with varying degrees of success. But then somehow the idea of conservation easements was brought here by the Five Valleys Land Trust quite a long time ago, and we began to save the old homesteads, around. People wanted to save the old homesteads and at least not break them up, and we got into that. But it was all donations, and we didn't have any money in the valley to, we just donated most of the lands like that. But then as it went on and all this new land started to be sold, and the land values went up, and so then it was a little different ball game. And when we started, well, the funds for this money came, I'm sure, from a lot from you folks right here, and also some of the appropriations like the Trust for Public Land. They worked hard to get us some money, and then also the Nature Conservancy had a little show in this valley, and then the Land and Water Conservation funds, where people lobbied for that, and we were going along, but we still didn't fully understand the possibilities of working with people like you folks. I should say us. I think I'm a member, or at least I want to be, let's say.
Actually, you sent in your membership renewal just about 2 months ago, Bud.
Did I?
So you're re-upped officially.
Yeah, okay, gosh. I'm getting to the point where I lose track of that sort of thing.
Well, you can do it again today if you want to.
One of the things, though, I got a pretty good sleuth with Vicky and Bill, my son. He is retired from the company he worked for half his life. So he's doing all that accounting and all that computer work, which turns me loose a little bit, too. But I don't know too much about what's going on behind the computer screen. but anyway, I like what happened, especially with Vital Ground, because when we found out that, when I found out that these funds, these public funds and donated funds and foundations were operating, and how they operated and where the funds came from, why then I began to look at this land divestment just a little differently. I felt that, see, so much of it was going to Plum Creek then, and which was okay. I don't have no arguments with that. We want to get all the land we can into conservation easements, and well, or get in conservation ownership of some kind. And because that's why we all live here, that's why we came here in the first place. You know, we like it. We like it with grizzlies in the yard, and we just get along with them fine. At least I do. In fact, I'm getting accused now over in the track we have over in the Better Route that they say over there they don't have any trouble with bears breaking in, but they're starting to break in now. And they're accusing me that they think the Swan Valley Bears are following me over to the Better Route. By golly, there's something, could be something to that. Because we like each other, the bears and me. So, but anyway, one of the things we wanted to do was demonstrate and get into some kind of a setup where if we gave a bargain sale on a piece of land for a conservation easement, why we wanted to be able to make some money, still retain the accountability to keep it working for us, to keep it working habitat, so that, and that's not hard to do. That's just a matter of